Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Module 3 update. Getting this out a little weak, but let's jump right in here, and hopefully this should be pretty quick for you. Let me minimize my picture. As far as Module 3 goes, I think you're kind of seeing the pattern that we have here with our quizzes and all of that, doing very good. We do have a new type of assignment. This is a progress journal. It is a kind of a way for me to take your temperature, see how you're doing, ask you some questions. You can provide me some feedback. I do offer some prompting questions in here, and I'll open this up and take a look at it. But, tell me kind of, some general how you're doing and what I can do to improve. You can also put anything else you like in there. Totally up to you. It's just a good way for us to communicate, see how we're doing as we kind of enter the midpoint for the course. This assignment is due Sunday. There was some confusion about that. My fault. I apologize. I think in the module overview, I had the incorrect date listed as Thursday. This is, in fact, due Sunday. Thank you to the student who brought that to my attention, and that has been fixed. So that is due. You have till Sunday to complete your progress journal and really all of your assignments this week. Let's go back to last week. Everything is there with grading and your threaded discussions. You guys are doing a great job now on the threaded discussions. I think everybody got full points or quite near the top on the full points for the threaded discussions. Typically, if you do get a few points off, it's maybe that initial post might be a little light on content. Just make sure you kind of round it out, and then you should be able to easily capture all of those 15 points. But I think everybody was right there at the top, either 14 or 15 points. 15 points for that assignment. I truly appreciate your perspectives on this cultural fit question versus skills. It is, it's an interesting topic, because we tend to, default to skills. However, I think, is there a correct answer to this? It's a blend, obviously. So it's a continuum. However, what we have historically done in hiring is skewed heavily on the skills. Now, depending on the type of position, yes, maybe if you're a brain surgeon, you want to hire someone with excellent skills. So, that's obviously there's going to be a continuum on these choices. But I would ask you to really think about three different things when you're looking at hiring someone. So there's obviously the technical skills necessary. There's this kind of cultural fit. Will they work here in the organization? You can have great technical skills and obviously be a total failure in the organization. So you do have this cultural fit. And then there's kind of a third dimension, which is, I guess, personality or personality trait or soft skills required for that particular position. So, for example, you could have someone good skills, good technical skills in whatever this position is for, as far as the technical portions of it. They may be a great cultural fit, team player, very nice, easy to talk to, puts in extra effort. However, if the job you're hiring is a leadership position and they tend not to be kind of that leadership type, then you could have a failure in the position. They might be great in these two other areas, but maybe they just can't make a decision or are always deferring to other people. Maybe they don't have that type of personality that can assess a situation and then make a choice and then self-correct on those choices. So I think you need to look at three different dimensions. Obviously the technical, overall big picture cultural fit, and maybe, that personality fit within the position that you want, whether it's a leadership position, maybe it's a managerial or supervisor position, or individual contributor. Those are all three very different, components of an organizational structure. And not everybody, like a lot of individual contributors I know, they have no desire to be management or leaders. that's great. And if you're hiring for that person, that type of job, then you look at the certain technical skills necessary, the cultural fit, and the personality, for that type of position. So again, long story short, I would encourage you to think about all three of those dimensions when you're hiring and within yourself. When you're looking at a job and when you're thinking about your career, look in the mirror. Say, hey, here are the things that I like to do and I don't like to do. Again, like I mentioned before, I have many friends and colleagues who have absolutely no desire to be in management or leadership. And that's okay. And where I've seen failures is where people who didn't like that moved in those positions and then ended up either leaving the organization or taking a step back. This could also be in other areas where some people are very motivated, I'll say sort of like by wins in a way. The example I'll use is commission sales. Some people are very motivated by commission sales. That is a narrow segment of the population out there that are kind of motivated by commission sales. But when they love that. But then there's people who like to have that steady paycheck, and that's what they like, versus not knowing how much you're going to make next month, but the potential that you could have unlimited income. It sounds great on paper, but then when you get into it, you may realize, that's not for me. So there you go. Assessment of yourself and assessment of others when you're looking to hire for the position, and looking at multiple dimensions, not just the technical part, I think is critical. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Everybody have a fantastic week. And depending on where you are, stay warm, which is pretty much most of the country right now, because I think we've got snow everywhere, pretty much. But everybody have a great week, and I'll check in with you in Module 4. Thanks.